Good morning, everyone. And this is Mr. Buttons. I thought you might like to meet him. He's the mascot of our studio, and you can see his shirt with 2 buttons. And today he's going to help me work a little bit more on this veil painting. And I think you can see over here that I've been doing a few veils in between my YouTube videos, and I've been applying heavier and heavier color and basically smaller veils as the painting progresses. And I even have this idea that I could put water-based oil over the veil painting, but I'm not quite ready to commit to that yet, because once you put, as they say, fat over lean or thick over thin, that is oil over watercolor, you can't go back. So I'm going to hold off just a little bit and continue today with some watercolor. Okay, here we go. Let's start with yellow because that's always pretty non-invasive. And let's look at the painting and see where the yellow might be accentuated. And I think you can see that this is a really great area here, coming from the right, and it sweeps over this figure. And you can tell that the figure itself is beginning to develop. Maybe this figure is actually dancing back there. And here's another yellow area that I really like down here. So let's just keep going with yellow veils, accentuating things that look like they might be needing it. Now in here, there's lighter yellow, so I'll add a little bit there too. Just a little bit less color on my brush now. Now I'm going to go on to do some blue veils. I first allow the color to dribble into the plate until I get the darkness that I want, the intensity or the saturation. And then I'm going to look to where I could use this to create dimension. So this might be sort of a fold in the coat. And we have some smaller veils here that maybe look like collar. And how about doing just a little bit more in the beard? If I want, once I have very little color on my brush, I can even put it over areas lightly. And then again, red. And watch out with red because it packs usually a lot more intensity. Let's try to bring out the flute even a little bit in between the fingers, right up to where it meets the mouth. And if I don't think it's straight, I can kind of come back through and fix that a little bit. Here in the opening of the flute, I might have it be a little bit purple. And then I have some light areas of red. Again, and look up here into the figure. And let's keep coaxing that figure out. I don't want it to be too drawn on, so I just put on a little bit at a time, and then I can take my brush, wash it and dry it, and I can actually soften any edges to sort of take away what I did almost, so that it's gradually going to appear, and I keep getting an impression of what is working for me in the painting what I like. These veils, as you can see, take a long time to cover and get intense. It takes many hours, in fact, and so you have to have quite a bit of patience and be willing to just let it appear gradually. And every day, maybe just a few veils if you have time, and then it comes forward. I hope you'll check it out next week when I'll be ready to put on some water-based oil.